Hey, what is up guys? My name is Griefdrums, and today I wanted to take a look at why Tachanka is so bad in Rainbow Six Siege. Now I know straight off the bat there are going to be people out there that say, well, he's not actually that bad, I've got loads of good kills with him, and yes, you might have a few good kills with him, but the reality of the matter is, 9 times out of 10, you are going to die when you play as Tachanka. If you don't, it's probably because you haven't seen anyone, because you've been hunkering down in the room and the roamers have cleared out the majority of the enemy. Every now and then you might get lucky and get an ace with your turret or something crazy like that, but for the most part, Tachanka is awful. It has been roughly 6 months since Rainbow Six dropped, and Tachanka still only has a 3% pick rate. Now there has to be a reason for that, so what I've been doing is I've been playing as Tachanka loads, in the hope that I will find out what it is that makes him so awful. Now the first thing I want to look at is the fact that his armor is really high. Like Montana, Blitz and some of the other characters, you would think that he would be able to take a lot of hits. But the fact that you can one-shot, headshot anyone in this game automatically nullifies that fact. If you're going up against people that have never really played the game, they may land a load of body shots on you, and you should be okay. But the reality of the matter is, 9 times out of 10, you will be playing against people who know that they can kill you with a one-shot. So they will aim for your head. Now Tachanka has a big old dome head that stands out by miles. And unlike many of the other characters with high armor in this game, he doesn't have a shield like the attackers do to protect this head. This is made worse by the fact that his gadget or special ability is to place a stationary turret down. This means that as if your head wasn't easy enough to hit, you're staying still. You are such an easy target. Now I have heard a lot of people saying, well, why not just put a shield on the front of his turret? And initially I thought that was a good idea, but the more I thought about it, the more I came to realise the fact that his head is still going to be exposed. Now here's where my crazy idea comes into it. And this may be a little far out there, you may completely disagree with me, but why not take Montana's shield, the extended full thing, and put that in front of Tachanka's machine gun? By doing this, you are then buffing him to the extent that he cannot really be attacked face on. Yes, it will be very, very difficult to kill him, but only from the front. This is going to force you to have to flank around or alternatively use grenades. As long as Tachanka's head is unprotected while he's on his turret, he will always fall prey to the peeker's advantage. There is no way of getting rid of this advantage. I mean, the developers may be able to lessen it and to make it a little bit better, but it's always going to be there. It always is with first-person shooters. So something else definitely needs to be done. As we figured out, Tachanka isn't brilliant when he's sat stationary on his gun. This really leaves two options in the way you can use Tachanka. The first is to stay hunkered down in the room and attempt to defend it from there, or the second is to actually move out and attempt to roam with him. Now I did try this on several occasions, but due to his heavy armor, he makes a lot of noise. People can hear you coming from a mile away, so there's no way you can sneak up. Countless times I knew where the enemy were, attempted to sneak around behind them, and they just turned and shot me so easily. It drove me insane. When you can play as people like Jaeger with his assault rifle, Bandit with his speed, I'm struggling to figure out why anyone would play as Tachanka. There is the potential of adding in a feature in which he can remove his mounted machine gun, but if I'm completely honest, I don't see how this would help him in any way, shape or form. At present, the way it is, his mounted machine gun doesn't really do a whole lot against shields. If it was to knock them back and parry them back a little bit, that may be more effective and it might actually be a useful tool in your arsenal, but as it stands, it won't make much of a difference. The developers have done a really good job in making sure that pretty much every operator in this game has some worth and some value. Initially, I couldn't see it when I first played as IQ, but now that new operators are coming in with deployable cameras, IQ's worth is going to prove itself a hell of a lot more, I think. Tachanka, however, unless I'm being short-sighted, I can't see it happening anytime soon. I personally find this a real shame, as I would love it if he was more effective. When I first saw his operator video, I was so stoked and really excited to use him, only to be mega disappointed. I really hope that something is done in the near future to patch him or to buff him, because at the moment, it's just lacking. I'd love to hear what you guys think about Tachanka. Have you had any awesome moments with him? Do you play as him regularly, or do you just avoid him completely? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to everyone as I hit 1,000 subscribers earlier today, which is crazy considering I had 500 2 days ago. As with my other subscriber goals, when I hit those, I put a challenge video up. Tomorrow night I'm going to be attempting the Rainbow Six drinking game, which should be up Sunday hopefully, if I can sort of bring myself to edit that in my hungover state. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe. And until next time guys, I've been Griefdrums. The turn and burn from Tachanka.